All right. So, who wants to do last time on D&D? Anyone?
I think we all know.
Last time Caleb kicked someone in the cooch.
Again.
Not just one person.
That wasn't last time.
Doesn't he kick someone in the cooch every time?
I don't think he kicked anybody last time. He could have. I just don't think he did it.
Call me Coach Kicker.
Cooch kick. Cooch kicker.
So last time you guys were kind of wiggled your way through the forest, being led by Omega 13, the Warforged wizard.
Oh yeah, and then we came across like the berries and stuff.
And then you came across the berries.
And then the fucking mind flayer came out, is that right?
And then you guys had to fight
Yeah.
And I
the
slapped the
ringleader.
berries out of your hand.
You had to fight the
Oh
ringleader.
yeah, and I ate his fucking tentacle and it came alive in my fucking throat. Yeah, no wonder I blocked that out of my fucking memory.
So you
Son of a
guys were
bitch.
able to handle that situation, and you were left with his final words before he died. You cannot escape the hunger of Kenaris. He will come for you. And then he died.
His real final words were, "Your mother ain't shit!
Your mother ain't shit.
Your mother ain't shit!" It just died.
So you guys are there during the night, and you had the opportunity to kind of rest up and kind of take care of what you needed to take care of, and you found that all of you ended up falling asleep, and so all of you wake up in the morning after a long and well-deserved rest. It's a beautiful sunny day, and the forest is alive with activity. The air is warm and fragrant, carrying the scents of blooming wildflowers and freshly fallen pine needles. The birds are singing joyously, filling the air with a symphony of chirps, trills, and melodic warbles. As the sun shines down through the tree canopy, dappling the forest floor with patches of light and shadow, you can see that the leaves of the trees swaying gently in the soft breeze. It's a good day. You guys are you're feeling really, really inspired by the day. You realize this is the perfect place to be on a day like this. And the beauty and tranquility of the forest are a reminder of the simple pleasures in life, and you feel grateful about the experience. Even though you're surrounded by the garbage of this mind flayer, you all feel
Bill, what? Patch? Patch, you're dead.
Patricia.
He's at the
DM.
castle of.
Yeah, the secret to the castle is.
Can you hear
I
me
get a
now?
level check also. There was some
There
discussion.
you are.
5?
We're
Yeah,
level 5.
I think so.
Yeah.
Combined.
Yeah, we thuman.
Yes, we are level 5.
Missed a session.
Yes. There's a good reason we're all leveling up.
Arden Windstep is level 5.
Do we have some downtime patches?
What is it?
We have some downtime.
You do. You have some time right now if you want to stop and kind of do your own
What
thing.
was that ominous name that was shouted at us?
Kenaris.
Yeah.
Inaris?
Quentraris. Kenaris.
I wish to do some research on this. When
Roll me an Arcana.
I don't do that, but I can try.
You could roll me history.
9.
Okay. So you may not know, but whenever you mention the name, you get the odd feeling that it is the opposition of something that you are familiar with.
I want to do the same thing he just did.
Okay.
and roll an Arcana.
Roll it up.
18.
Yeah. So you would know that Canaris is the opposing deity to Duros, where Duros is the god of life and bounty. Canaris is this. He's not the god of death as much as he is a void. He is the god of emptiness and nothingness, and he believes in the destruction of all living creatures, and that all life should return to the soulless void that is what existence was prior to what is living now.
Hey guys, Canaris is a really not good guy.
I'll be that.
Just letting y'all know.
And
Well, fancy
Hang on.
that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
And-
Zenthal has told us that numerous times.
so Zenthal does know that, and Omega 13 chimes in and he said, "Yes, the Red Demon is known for his path of destruction through our world."
Is the Lucky Feet banned in your campaign?
No, I think that'd be cool to do. I just never even thought to do it. I don't think we've ever done it.
No, because we don't
Very
ever have
strong.
access to all of it.
Oh, I don't.
Because if
What is?
James gave us access to all of it, we would have it.
Oh, what the fuck you talking about?
I don't even know what it does.
3 rerolls.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Alright. We'll see.
James could use those.
He could.
I could always use those.
What was I gonna say? Okay. So you guys kind of have some time to yourselves if you'd like to do anything before you really set out on your journey. You can go back in the city if you'd like, or you can just kind of pack up your stuff. You're all healed. You're all happy. Your bodies feel good. There's this sense of vigor that's inside of each of you that you just feel a lot better about the whole situation after even though you just had to deal with all this weird shit. You still feel really invigorated.
Don't we still have to go meet someone at a different city?
Yeah, Whitehaven Keep.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be going to meet the king in Whitehaven Keep.
Was it Whitehaven or Ironhaven?
Was it? It might have been Ironhaven.
Because I got Ironhaven in my notes. Ragash.
Fucking Wheezy Wang Quintorius. I just saw your roll pop up on my screen.
Oh, Whitehaven. Never mind. You're right. It's Ironhaven. Whitehaven Keep is the name of the castle in Antaron. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm fine for us to continue, on out to Ironhaven so we can see what's going on. I doubt my swords are being finished right now since it's only been a day, 2 days.
Since when? Since you guys left?
Yeah.
You guys left Antaron to go to the circus last night.
Yeah. So a day.
Yeah.
Are we going back through where those berries were?
You can.
I want to look for more than berries before I go to town.
Okay.
I'm broke.
Okay? You can go over there and try.
Is there a gun store in town?
What do I need to roll?
There is a gun store. Give me a dexterity.
Listen, Crow, it's not always about your guns.
No, hold
A
on.
dex roll?
What is it? Roll a dexterity check.
I wish you would have said investigation check. I have a +8 on that.
Yeah, that would.
Ooh, 20.
You roll a nat 20.
Well, 18 + 2.
Oh, okay. So you get, what did I say? 5 berries.
And how much gold were they worth?
They're 30 gold apiece.
All
They're
right.
very, very expensive.
5 berries.
And
Okay, let me.
every time you handle them, you have to roll a dexterity check. So whenever you pull them out to sell them, you also have to roll a dexterity check.
Damn it. Oh, I still have 1 as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I have 6 now. All right, I'm ready to go to town, guys.
Remember, Caleb, those berries have a purpose, and they may be important later on to use. So maybe you shouldn't sell all of them.
We'll see. We'll see. Your boy need
Weezy
a
Wayne
Glock
lives
of
by
gang.
no one's rules.
I mean, you can sell them.
Wheezy Wayne needs the Glock of gangster.
Yeah.
He might get his brain blown out of his ass, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but he's gonna be blinged up doing it.
Damn right.
All right. So you guys want to go back to town, or you want to keep going toward Ironhaven?
Gun store.
Okay. Let's see.
Garrett, we don't
Let me
live
pull
that
up
far
the map.
south.
All right. So you guys go into the city. You exited through the summer district, and so you can enter right back into it. If you go to the left afterwards, and there's a little area called Southway, that is where you will find the firearms dealer. Let's see. Hang on.
I'm about to have the Gucci Glock in this bitch.
The Gucci log.
All right. As you enter, there is an older man sitting at this desk with just a number of pieces of metal of all shapes and sizes, and a bunch of very, very small hammers, and some calipers, and just different instruments all across, just strewn across the table. And he's got these glasses on that look like they're kind of an extension of his eyes almost. They have giant magnifying qualities to them.
What's he got?
Whenever he sees you, he looks up and says, "Ahoy! What is it that you all might need today?"
Well, I'm always looking for an upgrade.
Well,
Me too.
so he asks you to hand him your gun. Let me see your weapon. Perhaps I can find something better suited for you.
Sure. I do so.
All right. He takes it and kind of looks it up and down, back and forth, trying to look down the sight, and just kind of wiggles around and says, "Fair piece. What exactly do you have in mind?"
That's a tough question. Depends on what you're using as your base, you know.
So he deals in relatively common stuff. He doesn't generally sell very expensive or magical items, but there are a few things that he has maybe hidden away. If you can convince him that you're the kind of gunman that he should hand that over to.
Can I roll a perception check?
Sure, yeah. I don't know what you're trying to perceive.
Like what his interests are and how to get on his good side.
Oh, that's insight.
Oh, that's insight? Oh, well. Intimidation. Now
Yeah. Tell me what your intentions are.
This guy's got a gun in his hand. I don't know how far you're gonna get.
What about investigation? There's something I could do with that.
I don't know what that's gonna do for you. I mean, you could.
I'll do an insight.
What are you trying to accomplish? That's really the better thing.
Trying to figure out how to get on his good side by figuring out his interests for like a mutual interest type thing rather than just guns, because anybody can talk just guns.
Okay. Roll me. I don't know. Roll me a persuasion check, and then
Persuasion.
try to convince me that you're the kind of person he should share his more treasured pieces with.
Is that
It's a 3.
it was
I rolled
not.
a nat 1. I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he now doesn't want to sell to you.
You said something so horrible and then shit yourself that he
He is uncomfortable
you to
around
go
your
away.
presence.
I talk biz with him like, oh yeah,
Okay.
this revolver's got a little rust on the interior piece, but the triangle shaped bottom piece gives it extra whip. Blah, blah,
The
blah.
triangle-shaped bottom piece.
The triangular
It
triceratops
don't shoot
on the
big
front of the
bullet
gun.
enough. I want it to shoot big bullet.
Yeah, well, I just
I would love it if this is how you talk about guns in real life, Garrett.
Just like a little kid. I want big gun.
It should be louder, and they should be more dead.
More deader.
I'm gonna let him speak for me now because I have fumbled.
Just a tad. Garrett, do you want to roll to try to convince him to show you his more
Yeah,
interesting
definitely.
stock? Roll me
Show me
that
the goods,
beautiful
baby.
bean footage.
Tell him you're looking to buy.
Persuasion, I assume.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
He doesn't want to just outright not sell to you, but you're not really doing much to.
Y'all asking the wrong person.
Yeah, he's just not. He's not really feeling y'all's particular brand.
Thing you got going on here.
Think y'all
He's
need to ask for help.
racist.
Beta. Okay. I'll remember this store for later.
Perhaps
For an unrelated reason.
perhaps you could try to
Give him a bad Yelp review.
one of your friends to help you.
Do we have a bard?
Hello.
Yeah, we do.
Party boy.
Some convincing is there, lads. Don't worry. I've got this. But hang on. First, I need to take a. Wait, hang on. What's the smoking policy in this room? I'll ask him. Don't worry. Hello, my friend.
We know you will.
Cool wares. Lots of cool stuff. Reasonably cool, I'd say. Seen cooler. Been around, out and about town. At the circus earlier, they had some cool shit. Not seeing as much cool shit here. Show me the cool shit, buddy. You look like a cool shit having customer.
Roll me persuasion.
Wonderful.
Good show.
Fuck.
What'd you roll?
I got 12.
He doesn't really, he's not taken aback by what you're saying like he was with Caleb, but he's still a little uncomfortable about some of the weirdness that you guys are bringing to the table.
I can't blame him myself. I tried, lads.
He starts asking if you're one of them damn liberals.
Oh,
Right.
what are you, a communist?
He just goes, well, I tend to try to keep my guns for those who've kind of proven their mettle. Unfortunately,
Confirmation that you do have cool shit, though.
yeah, he definitely does have some shit. Not a lot of it, but he does have some very interesting items. And he shows you guys a handful of guns he has. Let's see. He has an arquebus. He has a musket. He has.
Did you say an arquebus?
Yeah.
Is that like a blunderbuss, but it shoots arcs of lightning?
No,
No.
it's what Miss Frizzle drives on the weekend.
It's like a.
'Cause I think mine's cool,
I liked it,
regardless
that's
of whatever it is.
It's like a shoulder gun, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's sort of like it's like a small blunderbuss.
Okay.
It's a sawed-off blunderbuss.
He has a handful of pistols, and just regular old stuff that's sitting out. He says, but if you're interested, I can try to make you something that it might take some time, and it will cost a pretty penny, but I can make it for you if you're interested.
Name your price.
Garrett, you should do like
Let's
Patrick
see.
and get the fucking Casper gun.
I want
Well,
revolvers.
You want
Should reduce my
revolvers?
damage by 50%. Yes.
Oh, okay. Um,
Make the storekeep wave something shiny in front of Garrett's crow face and it distract his ass.
he says, "Well, I don't know if I'm willing to part with this, but here's an example of something that I do make." And he goes to the back room, and he said, "This is really something that I generally keep for only certain patrons," kind of insinuating that you have to be the right kind of customer to really get it. And he shows you this. Let's see. I'll put it in character details. It is called the Spell Scriber.
Wow.
It doubles as both a gun and a casting focus. And he enjoys making things that utilize his magical side. It's one of his more curious things that he's interested in making.
Well, Jesus Christ.
That looks crazy. I don't
You ever have your
focus,
dick sucked by a giant crow?
In a trench coat?
He says, now, to make that, I would need some very rare parts. And this isn't the kind of thing that comes cheap,
My good sir, crow blowjobs are a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Crow jobs, if you will.
Crow
He says-
jobs.
He also says that each time you fire it, it can cast a single spell from each round that you put into it. And it has like a revolver. If you look at it, it has sort of like the thing where you put the 6 shells in. And each shell doesn't look like a bullet, it looks like a tiny scroll. And on the scrolls are the spells that will be cast whenever you shoot the gun.
Do I need to make friends with a mage to use this gun?
No, he says, as a matter of fact, I myself am a mage. I only became a gunsmith because it seemed like a fun thing for me to do. I was a mage for quite some time, and this was one of the things that I always dreamt of creating. And so he shows you, he says, I'm the only one in the land who makes this kind of weapon, and I'm the only one who knows how to make this weapon.
Wow. What parts?
Wow.
What?
What parts do you need?
He says, well, the metal and the parchment is inexpensive, but in order to forge this kind of blade, I need the tooth of a dragon.
Oh boy.
And
those are always lying around.
depending on what kind of tooth that you acquire, you can make this weapon deal double damage of that kind of spells that you cast with this weapon.
Well, if I encounter a dragon, you'll be the first person I think of.
Well, remember, dragons don't always have their teeth in their mouths. You can always try to find them somewhere else. And he kind of has like a twinkle in his eye almost as he says it.
Are you hitting on me?
That's right. I love that crow wiener.
Ooh.
Well, for a more standard fare, do you have revolvers by chance?
He says, I do.
You have 2 of them?
He does.
How much? Or did you say you don't want to sell them?
No, he didn't want to sell you guys that weapon because you guys were weird.
Oh, sure. You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it.
Yeah, he's you had to really be looking for it. Let's see. How much do they sell for? God damn, they do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
How about all of your fucking money, Garrett?
Each revolver is 150 gold points.
Damn.
Damn.
Let's see how much I got. See how much I got.
Remember,
70.
Wait, how much do you have?
70.
One of
You
y'all
have
is carrying,
70?
one of y'all is carrying around a lot of very expensive berries.
I'll give you the rest.
Well, I need 2 of them, so it might.
Yeah, I got
It's just-
280 somehow.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know how I have that much. But yeah, let's get your guns.
right.
Bro, I can't be indebted to you forever.
Let's get this man's fucking guns.
You know how we do things.
Why would you be so kind to a strange bird?
Seeing how generous your
It
friend
is what it is.
is. Hang on. Seeing how generous your friend is. He is a bit inspired. He says, "Because your friend was so kind, I'll give them to you for 250."
Okay.
Alright, I'll give you 200 of that.
I only need math 180, but you know.
Alright, 180.
Yeah.
Remove from inventory. Gold's gone.
Does he sell sniper rifles?
Fuck no. You might.
Laser rifles.
Laser
Does he
rifles?
sell- Does he sell heat-seeking thermonuclear sniper rifles?
Wheezy Wayne,
That
the
was a
Weasel
serious
Rifle.
question.
I'm sad to part with these revolvers. I named them and everything, but I
Yeah.
have to think of new names. What's your name, James?
Arden Windstep.
Oh, that's right.
So, like, what kind of guns does he sell again?
He sells a number of guns. Pretty much just any general gun. This is not you can't go in there and buy an AK-47.
Oh. What about shotgun?
There's a
There's
blunderbuss.
probably a blunderbuss, which
Blunderbuss
is
is
kind of
pretty similar.
Ugh.
You're just gonna look like a big old goober carrying it around.
fucking trumpet gun.
I mean, I am a Goliath. It'd be like a fucking pistol to me.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you're right.
Pistol.
Blunderbuss are 250 gold.
Jesus. What about pistol?
Revolvers?
Not necessarily a revolver, but
That's
like-
probably what you got.
semi-auto. Damn.
What do you think this is, man? Like a semi-automatic. I just want an AK-47, or you got any AR-15s in here?
285. Well, shit. I want something long range.
So you can use a bow and arrows.
I have one.
Yeah, but
Well, that's probably the most damage you're gonna do.
What kind of swords, or does he sell swords?
No, this is strictly a gun shop.
Where are your swords,
It is strictly Cabela's and
Rite Aid?
sir?
Also, the spell scriber. If you ever happen to acquire a dragon tooth and you want it made, you have to get all of your shells specifically from this guy. You cannot get them anywhere else. So you have to come
Can I
back.
speak to the manager?
I have to
He dips
intimidate him to
behind.
join our party.
Yeah, that's. You're saying that you want a pistol?
Yes.
He wants a pistol.
He
Like a
says, "Well,
Glock.
like I said earlier, there are guns I can make, but these are the ones that I have that are available." And he
Can I
noticed
give him
how
one of mine,
excited.
by the way?
Yeah, you could. You could totally do that.
I can give you a regular pistol.
Seeing how excited you guys are with everything about the one that he showed you, he kind of sort of gets excited too, and he's like, "I have another thing I'd like to show you, just in case you guys are ever interested in making it."
His
And-
wiener.
And he goes in the back and he comes back and he said, "This one's not quite as flashy or amazing, but it is a very interesting and fun thing that I made. It's called Dragon's Breath."
I Like the
And
shotgun.
yeah, it's sort of like a single-handed shotgun, and it basically is a gun that shoots magic missiles.
Oh, cool. Does it
Oh
auto
my
hit?
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you
Oh
go.
shit. How much
It
is
must be
that?
like a unbeatable sniper rifle. I guess there's a range limit.
Yeah. At a certain point, it wouldn't work, but um,
That is awesome, man.
he nods. He said, "Yes, I'm very proud of it."
Can I touch it?
How many schools can I wipe out with this gun?
You can't miss
My
either.
God.
I'm gonna need the stats on the children.
Oh my
children
God.
per round.
Well, we just got put on a fucking list, James.
This is for
children-
academic purposes.
All children
of
in this
course.
world have an AC of 25.
Academic AK.
What's that? You asked the name of my school, Columbine. I go to Columbine.
In order to build this gun, you would need to acquire a specific kind of wood, a specific kind of ore, and you would have to have a wand of magic missiles.
Is it for sale?
He says, no, not right now. Like, you guys are fucking weird. Caleb, you specifically you're making this guy uncomfortable, like you brushed up against his butt or something. I don't know.
You stink
What?
like shit.
He's
What the fuck?
He's not having it, man. I don't know what you did to him, but he's just like, nah, man. I need you to go away.
Is there any possibility I could steal it?
No, he would kill you.
No,
With it.
like I'm a rogue.
Yeah, he'd kill you.
He'd have to catch me.
No, he would shoot you.
How would he shoot me if I do it like without him noticing?
He'll notice.
Not only is he holding the gun right now.
I mean, like not like right now, but later.
If you
Not only would he strangle you, but he'd get a boner while doing it, Caleb.
I wouldn't go against this guy. It's a bad idea. If you want to continue Wheezy's character past that progression,
Damn,
he's not.
I won't push. Why'd you have to flex the shotgun? Let's go.
Hey man, you can give it. You
I
buy
can
it
give you
from
one.
the
Of,
guy.
I can give you one of my guns. I can give one to you too, James, my new sworn blood brother. Forever.
Oh, it's all good. I
You
just
need a sidearm.
a magic missile
I'm okay.
shotgun just sounds fun.
Well, remember, this is not all the stuff that he has. He sells bows and arrows too.
I've got all that. That's all poo poo stuff.
So you have to understand, not all bows are the same.
Oh,
Oh,
is there a bow of gangster?
He says, if you're looking for a bow, I actually do have a single bow, but it's not something that I feel that I can part with. It belonged to my wife before she died, and it is something that means a great deal to me. But if you're interested in looking at it, I will show it to you.
it shoots explosive arrows that only explode whenever you pull them back. He hated his
all-
wife.
With
It's
all due respect, sir, why do you have a gun shop selling only sentimental guns?
Oh, he's not sentimental about the other guns. This is the only piece that he's sentimental about. He just thinks
Oh.
you're a freak of nature and doesn't want to sell anything to you. You rolled a 1. He is genuinely uncomfortable about your existence.
Is there any way I could roll like a check to where like I save face somehow? I guess charisma.
Yeah, you could try that. You could try to you could. Okay, how's this? I'll give you an opportunity. You can roll a charisma check, and you can try to convince me, as if I were the person who he is, why he should sell to you.
Dig up his wife and pretend to be her.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, disguise self. His dead wife. That'll
14.
go over well.
Okay, I mean, you could try. That's not a bad roll. What would you say?
So, sir, I'm in a very tight squad of people right now. See, and I currently was just magically brought upon this world with the most basic of weapons, and I see you, my fine sir, happen to have some of the finest crafts I have ever seen. And that bow looks nothing less of extraordinary. And I would not... what's the word I'm thinking of? And it would kill me to just let it go past today.
You'd be bereft.
He sees that you're trying really hard, and although you made him a little uncomfortable, he's not, it's not so bad. He says, well, I can at least show you the bow. Whether or not I can part with it, I'd have to think about it. But the bow is called Spirited Away, and it is a bow that automatically hits, no matter what, it connects with the person who is wielding the bow, and whoever it wants them to hit, it opens a portal to the spirit world, one at the edge of where the bow, the arrow shoots, and then it opens a portal wherever the person is that they're trying to shoot at, and it forces the bow through the spirit world and automatically hits no matter who you're shooting at.
Wait, so...
Excuse me, sir, can I see that bow? I just want to look at it.
Well, you can.
What could I possibly do to convince you into parting with this, sir?
Well, like
Be
I
a
said,
different person.
yeah. Well, like I said, it's something that I would have to really think long and hard about parting with. It belonged to my late wife, and
Is anyone else in this gun shop, or is it just this guy and 5 weirdos with...
it's this guy full of a bunch of in a shop full of weirdos, but he could still kill all of you very easily. I'm not gonna get into that. You
You'd have to catch me.
You could try to perceive. Can you perceive how dangerous a person is?
Insight.
I think that's also insight, yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, you guys can roll that.
It might
to
be
see.
investigation. I
Yeah,
don't really know.
investigation. Let me roll investigation.
Do it. Investigate this motherfucker.
25.
Sniff his panties.
Did you really roll a 25?
Yes.
There is a foreboding aura coming off of him, so much so that it feels like the weight of a castle is on your shoulders whenever you look at this person. The power that is behind him, even though he is an older man, even though he is sitting here and he seems like he's just minding his own business, it's terrifying. And every single part of you wants to run out of this shop as quickly as possible, without getting anything, without talking to him, without saying shit. You just want to run, and every cell in your body is telling you to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to fight that.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
I hope everyone here understands what foreboding means to me.
Nothing. It means
A
no.
chance.
Loading,
A chance to make a new
do it.
character.
Yeah.
It has many possibilities. It's a whole new world.
So anyway,
Literally.
he takes the bow, and he says, if by some chance I decide to sell it, I'll make it clear to everyone in the city, because it is a very rare and very important artifact to many people who know about me and my wife's journey. But perhaps you one day could afford to buy it, or you'll be rewarded with it. But for now, I think it's going to stay with me.
Thank you, sir. And then I'll leave.
Anybody else? Anybody want to ask anything?
No, I'm good. Not much of the shooty type.
Can I roll stealth?
Can you roll stealth?
No, I'm rolling stealth.
For what?
For stealth. That's a what?
He sees you crouch down as if you were going to
them.
do something, and he narrows his eyes at you, and you're immediately overcome with the urge to run.
James starts trying to hide the stealth like some shitty version of Ace
Who
Ventura.
fucking won?
For anybody who wants to write down who he was, if you ever want to come back and talk to him, his name is Cedric Cartwright.
Cedric.
Don't nobody fuck with Cedric.
He's gotta sleep sometime, don't he?
The man never sleeps.
Yeah,
Is he an
something
elf?
like that.
Is he an elf? Because then he'll never sleep.
He is a half elf.
So yeah,
He could have trance. Yeah.
He is he's an unpleasant human.
In fact, he
thing.
never sits. He just sits. Whenever you're gone, he stares at his guns.
Cedric just waits. All right.
Cedric knew you were coming. Please
you
make him
guys-
talk in third person every time.
Cedric has had enough of your shit.
Oh, Cedric knows. Cedric knows you're coming. Cedric knows everything.
Cedric is uncomfortable. Wheezy Wayne touched Cedric.
Cedric has a bit of a boner. What are you gonna do about that for Cedric?
All right. So, does anybody else want to do anything else in town, or are y'all ready to go on to Ironhaven?
Now, this new characterization of Cedric has me ready to leave.
Wheezy want to go to Iron Mountain.
It's funny because there's like 1,000 other fucking NPCs that you guys could fuck with, but y'all seem to pick the scariest ones that I make. Like, yeah, man, the one that could kill us all, I want to hit him. Like,
You know,
why
man.
you doing that, man?
Cedric hates to see you leave, but he loves to watch you go.
ultimately, I blame this event on Garrett because he had to have come get a gun.
I mean, he's not mad at Garrett. He just thinks that,
No, but I blame the after effect on Garrett. Just because we don't ever get to blame Garrett for anything.
I'm the weirdo.
Cedric is
though.
reconsidering that crow job.
I grabbed that ass.
Starting to reconsider.
well, after selling the guns to Garrett and seeing that you were kind enough to give him the money to get his weapons and stuff, he feels good about you guys. It's just Caleb that kind of made him feel a bit off. That one was a little rough.
And then my one.
Yeah, and now he just doesn't know what the fuck is going on with you. Well, he knows, but
All right, Cedric, we're gonna leave your sexy ass store. You know what I'm saying, buddy?
all right.
Later, big
So-
sad.
roll a fucking Christmas save because he feels uncomfortable that you said sexy ass.
So many sexy guns in here, Cedric.
Damn.
All right.
Cedric-
So,
Have some sexy fun with your sexy guns.
Cedric is uncomfortable.
does anybody else have anything they want to do? Anything else before you guys step into the great unknown?
Is there a sword shop?
Can I just be Cedric from now on? I just want to keep being Cedric.
You can
Cedric
change
really
your
likes
name.
that.
You can change your
Cedric
name to Cedric,
follows.
and then tell him that he's the reason why you wanted to be named Cedric, just so.
Yeah. Or we go back and tell him he's the fake Cedric and why'd he take your name?
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over well.
That'll make him very comfortable.
All right. Do you want to go to the sword shop in town, Caleb?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let me get back to the what's his name.
Everyone's Cedric now.
Well, you guys have already been to the armorer and the sword crafter in town. Remember?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Except
I
for
didn't.
Except for Caleb.
Right. So, as you pass, heading toward the armor, the blacksmith shop, there is a half-elf woman with an eye patch and a tricorn hat who's calling out to everyone, "Trader here! If you have goods, I have trades." Keeps
Well,
repeating. it
Cedric's
over and
got
over.
goods, baby.
I want to go to them.
You want to go to the trader?
Yes. Notice
Okay.
I said them.
Wheezy can't read their
Hashtag
mind.
correct pronouns.
It is a female. She is a
Did you just
very
assume
no.
your
She's
motherfucking
Neighbor.
gender?
she's definitely a female. No assumptions there. She has very rough, like pink skin. Looks like she had like really bad like acne scarring on her face or something. She has a shaved head and really bright blue eyes.
Ooh.
She's not very tall, but she's very clearly an athletic person. And although she has scars on her face, she's a very pretty looking woman. She is very rough though.
Sex prostitute.
She's a
whenever
Mad Max
you-
version of Jada Pickett Smith.
Like a smoking 28-year-old that still smokes.
She is a I don't know. She's not Jada Pinkett Smith. Bitch is weird.
Yeah.
As you approach Enwinen Stan, that's her name, Enwinen, you find this old Stan has seen better days. The wood has been chewed through by the salty air from the sea. The sign above has paint that is chipping and barely legible. It reads Frontier Trading, and beneath it, in smaller text, nothing I can't find before you die. Sitting asleep, leaning against the wall, there is a very rotund man, you assume. And Enwinen is standing on top of the small kind of makeshift thing and just shouting out. As she sees you walk up, she hops down, and a very large white cat with black stripes walks out and kind of walks around her legs. And so she says, "What can I help you with?"
Get that goddamn cat away from me.
Whoa! Would you happen to have any weapons for sale?
We don't do selling here. We do trading, boy.
Oh boy.
For trading
Well,
and
not
don't-
sex, because that
you're not
Cedric
a-
dude down the road tried to get us to suck his dick for a gun, and I really don't appreciate that shit.
Yeah. You should tell him about how we've told everyone too.
Yeah, you should tell the mayor. But would you happen to have any firearms? I mean, or swords for trade?
She says, I have a few. What are you looking for?
Possibly. Is there such thing as gun sword?
There can be.
Probably in Patrick's
What?
thing, yeah.
There can be.
I would like a gun sword type thing
A gun.
of your own.
She
Yes.
taps at her chin and says, "That's a bit of a rare commodity. What do you have to trade?"
These nuts.
I happen to have 2 short swords, a longbow, arrows, and 6 magic berries. What are those berries called again?
Roll
Tears.
Mercy's Tears. Roll a dexterity check 6 times to pull out each of the berries.
1, 17. 2, 16.
Good God.
She says no.
3, 9.
Mm,
4, 13. 5, 9.
are we just looking for ones here?
10. So
So-
I'll roll. Yep.
4
Oh,
of
6,
the
7.
berries pop in your hand.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
I thought just the 9 failed, but Christ.
No. You have 2 berries, and you can hand them to her. You look like a psychopath though, because you have a bunch of red fucking juice all over your hands. So
I seem to have squished most of my berries upon reaching into my pocket to give to you.
Well,
My
that'll get you
apologies.
that'll get you that hospital visit.
she looks at you like you're fucking crazy, but she hands she takes all of the other crap from you first, and then she takes the 2 berries and she says, I guess I could give you a gun sword for this. And she whistles really loud, and the fat guy behind the counter kind of starts rustling through one of the giant barrels, and he pulls out a slightly rusty gunblade.
Hell yeah!
And
Ooh,
let's
moment.
see.
A pog face. Yeah. I point at it. Look at the camera.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Let me see if I can get a good picture of. I mean, it could be however you want it to be, but it does 1d12 damage. Range is 60 to 240, 60/240.
Wait, what did you say? The last part? What you just said?
240 feet. You can shoot something from very far away.
Jesus. Okay,
It is a gun.
I will take that. And it does 12 damage or 1d12.
1d12 ranged, and then up close it does 1d6 melee.
Sounds good.
Guess I need to make an item.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to make. I'm pretty sure they have.
I have. What's that called?
Excuse me, it is 1d6 ranged, 1d6 attack. It's 1d6 straight. Just put 1d6. I don't know why I had 1d12. Had the wrong fucking item I'm looking at.
What
It
if he
can
presses
be-
R1?
If you roll a
can-
misfire.
I'm not worried about ammunition and stuff. That's not you're not playing gunslinger. It can be upgraded. It is an item that can be upgraded with a longer barrel or a better trigger and a sharper blade and things of that nature. And for each part that you upgrade, it goes up by D2.
Mhm.
So if you do another barrel, it goes to 1d8. If you do another blade, it goes up to 1d10. If you do another trigger, it goes to 1d12.
Hell yeah.
Each time you upgrade it, it is 50 gold. And you have to bring it to a blacksmith in order to do that.
Sweet. Sounds good.
So,
I'm getting rid of all my other weapons.
But just keep them. They're not gonna weigh you down.
I traded.
Yeah,
Oh,
she looks at you and
My
says,
bad.
"Are we done here?"
Yes.
She hops back on and she's starts shouting the same stuff. Traitors, traitors! Just as if
Now
you
you gotta
guys.
name it.
now rob her.
You can try.
Shoot her with the gun sword.
She's
Give me my berries back, bitch.
Fucking fails the fucking dex roll. Getting them back.
where else? You guys were where y'all going? Oh, y'all aren't gonna. Now that you got that, you don't want to go back to. Do you want to go to the bladesmith?
Ooh,
Caleb?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have any money.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything y'all want to get in the city?
You do have a body.
Nope, I think we're
I'm
good.
done.
Good. All
Yeah.
right. So let's see. Let me get back to where we were.
Unless we want to stop by old Cedric's house and say goodbye just before.
Jape, you roll me. Roll me a perception.
Okay.
So the gunblade does 1d6 at melee and ranged.
Yeah, right
13.
now.
13.
13? That's
Yeah.
good enough. You aren't sure what, but there's something that feels like it's missing. Something that feels like you had almost like somebody's spirit is right next to you, but you can't figure out who it is and why it feels that way, or why it is that there was someone and now there's no longer someone. You're not entirely sure what the deal is, but there's this constant feeling in the back of your head that there is a person who is supposed to be with you, who came from somewhere nearby in the city.
Okay. I'm gonna admit totally remembered her.
Oh shit,
But-
Forrest is in here.
Well, oh,
What's
He
up,
is
man?
a-
how far away? We're still in the bounds of the city.
Yeah.
Oh, surely we stop by the old tavern place we were at before and check on my cheeky little dragon milf chess elf.
You can go there and check it out.
All right, let's go. I'm going. You boys don't have to come, but I'm getting dragon pussy. If you guys want to come, I could maybe hook you up. She has a little weird assistant friend. Might be down.
Listen, if she's dragging her pussy, I don't want any bit of it.
Oh, come on, man. It's scaly goodness. Get
That,
amongst.
that can't be good for the fucking her biome, the environment, just all of it. I think
The environment.
I think we really need to take a step back from whatever the fuck she's dragging down on the floor.
All right.
So as you walk up to where you remember the end being, instead of finding a very vibrant, wonderful place full of people and drinks, there's a collapsed building. It looks as though it was burned down years ago. There's cobwebs throughout it, and it's just an old rubble of what was there quite a long time ago, from what you can tell.
Ghost dragon.
Damn. Okay. Is it enterable at all?
Yeah, it's enterable.
All
I mean,
right.
it's like ruins. It's like imagine if a pub burned down.
Oh
That's
God,
pretty much
please
what it
don't.
is.
I don't want to imagine that. That's a horrible thing to imagine. I'm just... All right. Yeah. Shit. Well. Wait. It's been like a day since we went to the circus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In fact, you were
Alright.
there last night.
Yeah. Okay. I want to go in. Jake wants to just go and venture in the door if it's safe, and have a poke around, see if there's anything in here that can indicate what happened.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll
Alright.
me a perception.
Ah! 8. Fuck.
You really just mostly find, you're not really finding anything. Everything that you can see from where you're at, it just looks like burned up rubble and stuff. There's not a lot for you to even see unless you start turning stuff over.
I do have the lads with me still, though, right?
That's true.
Oh, boys, you know how much your boy Japes. This is some important dragon pussy to me. It'd be sick if you could help me look around, maybe, boys. Anything sus going on here? Let's find out, please.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do you start digging through things or what?
Any?
I'll do an investigation.
Okay, roll it up.
It's gonna be a flat 14.
There's nothing that you can find, very clearly. There's nothing that you can find on the top of everything, but you can keep looking.
A perception to root around for documents or any surviving artifacts.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or digging around.
Yeah, roll it
A
up.
bird, Alan. I got
Roll
a
it up with your bird
17.
skills. As everyone is going around and pulling up, old planks and just trying to kind of figure out what the fuck is going on, you pull up a very large piece of what looks to be a fallen, a piece of board, a large wall piece, and underneath it you find 2 skeletons. One of them looks as though it is a female dragonborn skeleton, and the other one looks as though it is a female kobold skeleton. Their
No.
bones are partially roasted through. I mean, they're very old at this point. It looks as though they've just been left here, but you're not sure how this happened, and nobody ever even seemed to know that it had taken place.
God damn it.
I shoot into
Whoa.
the air 21 times in memoriam.
Pour one out for the homies.
I spent money on the circus. Never getting that back. Fuck. Also, she was a lovely dragon.
So, you can always ask other people around what happened. You guys have made some friends with some of the people who are shops nearby. You have the opportunity to talk to other people about it if you do want to.
Who was the friendliest person that we talked to so far that we didn't weird out completely?
What does the female dragonborn's skull look like?
What do you mean?
Like,
Alluring.
is like how dragon-like do the teeth look?
Well, that's a good question. They look very dragony.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if I could. Could I pocket the lower jaw?
Dude! That's my former hookup chick that I was gonna fuck, maybe.
Can I sneakily pocket
Dude!
the lower jaw?
Roll
All right, well,
me.
Oh.
What are we gonna roll? I guess that would be stealth. Oh, sleight of hand. That would be sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I got a 15.
Yeah, I think that's enough for you to kind of snatch the jaw while everybody's kind of away.
Unless someone wants to roll perception.
That's good.
Do I notice this? That's fine. I'm rolling perception. Maybe I'll turn around. 12.
Yeah, I don't think he. I think his sleight of hand would beat that.
I am very high. All right, I don't notice.
So yeah, you can pocket the jaw. The rest of you, are y'all gonna stick around, or do y'all want to start? Do you want to ask around what happened?
I'm gonna ask.
There are a handful of people you can ask. Remember, there is the gunsmith who, although weird, he does feel somewhat of a connection between some of you, and he would know about her. Enwinin, who was the trader, although she was very brash, she would know because she's very, very close to the area. There's also the armorer, Rolf Torb, who you guys went to before. He's not in the same area, but, you would assume that he would know. There is also the acolyte, the priest that you guys went and saw, Gowis Featherbottom. And there is, there are people in the streets. There are a number of people you could ask if you want to.
I got you.
Crazy asking a bunch of randos about a burned down building, but
Yeah. I'm gonna let the group discuss before we do anything.
Caleb, you weren't here for the earlier sessions, but I do want you to know that you do have a potion that is green and glowing in your bag, and you don't know what it's for, but you do feel like it is familiar.
I guess I'm gonna roll perception or investigation or insight, whatever I roll on that.
No matter what you roll or what you do, you really don't know what it's for. You just kind of feel like it's. You feel like you know that it belongs to you, but beyond that, there's really nothing else that you know about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't know. I don't want to just drink it.
Well, it's. I'm just saying that it's there for you. Just to know that it's there. It's not necessarily that you have to go drinking it, but that it is. It is in your bag.
Okay. Am I just noticing this?
No, you've known it since you got here.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for an appropriate time to ask the group. Because aren't we in a bit of a situation right now?
Yeah.
I'll ask my new gun friend.
He says, oh, the inn burned down. God, what has it been? 10 years ago? I forgot it even existed, to be honest with you. What do you want to know about it?
Impossible. You know anything about the Dragonborn who worked there?
I think I met her once or twice. She was a nice gal. I can't tell you her name if I wanted to, but yeah, she was nice. Nobody ever saw her after it burned down. We just figured she left town.
No family in the area.
Oh no, nothing like that. I
We get her
believe she was
last name.
from. No, we didn't get her last name. He says I believe she was from a small little town, maybe between here and Ironhaven. I'm not sure.
Small town near here, in between here and Ironhaven.
We were about to go to Ironhaven.
How serendipitous. I'll thank him and leave.
He just nods and kind of goes back to what he's doing.
Starting to feel like this isn't open world.
Wait, you're feeling like it's not open world?
Like, yeah, I'm being stupid. I'm fucking with you.
You can do whatever you want. I don't know. It doesn't mean there's not repercussions.
True. So what are we gonna do, boys?
I'm curious now. Let's find that small town.
Well, we gotta go
yeah.
to Ironhaven anyway, so we can keep a lookout on the way there.
God,
Y'all
you're
remember
my-
when this
my-
adventure was about a meteorite?
I do.
I do not.
Yeah. Things have changed.
Or have they?
I'm
Son,
gonna roll
It's very
an intelligence
uncomfortable
roll.
to say that.
I rolled a 16 on intelligence. Do I remember
Do you remember what?
about the meteorite?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
All of you will remember like it was a dream. But I mean, that's all you really think about it. It's not like
Do
one of those
I?
things. Yeah. You will also remember having a similar dream.
Wait.
So,
Yeah.
do you guys want to continue forward?
Yeah, let's head to that town.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay. You pack up your things, and although you are somber and a bit saddened by the news of the death of someone who you had known for even for a very short period of time, it does kind of bring a bit of a dark feeling to the journey. You pack your things up and you set off onto the road that led what was the circus and out of the gates of Antaron. As you begin down the dirt road out of town, you find that the road is a simple, unpaved track that winds through the countryside. The beautiful areas, the sunlight, the hills, it begins to kind of lift your mood a little bit more. But as you travel, you just sort of kind of travel in quiet. The road is well traveled. There's a few little wagon ruts and hoof prints marking the path of those who have come before you. On either side of the road, fields of tall grass sway in the gentle breeze. Beyond the fields, you can glimpse rolling hills and distant mountains, their peaks crowned with snow that glints in the sunlight. And then you notice that there is a small, almost lean-to in the middle of the field that you're walking through, right next to the road. And as you continue along the road, you come across this shop. Nothing surrounds it, from what you can see. It's simply several pieces of wood nailed together kind of haphazardly, and a small sign above the shaded area, and it reads, "The Gilded Swan." The shopkeeper within is a half-elf woman. What little you can see of her, she's kind of covered up. She has smooth copper skin, and a few pieces of blonde hair have fallen out of her robe that she's wearing. And as you walk up, she says, "Twin sisters bless you, travelers. Do you wish to submit yourselves to their splendor?"
No, but I know a guy in the city that same race as you. He thinks you cute.
She literally just doesn't say shit. She just
The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know if these
Uh,
twin sisters is this a local religion.
Well, of course you know of the twin sisters. They are the wives of Duros and Canaris. They are the ones that bless each and every one of us each day with the fate of our lives.
Whatever you say, bitch.
And on the
I need to decide on what religion I am.
on the
Continue.
on the wood in front of her, kind of like where the I wouldn't say bar, but kind of like the desk area of it. There's a single deck of cards that's laid face down.
You play poker in here?
Oh, this is not poker, my friend. These are the will of the sisters. Let them bless you, or, well, it's up to you to find out. And she says each card will guide you along your path, and you will be given blessings based on how the sisters see what you deserve to have.
Deal me in.
All right. She motions to the deck of cards and says, "Please flip one of the cards over."
Can do.
All right. Okay. You see a card in front of you with a beautiful pink and lavender and blue sky, and in the center of it is a crescent moon with an eye and almost an insane smile on it. And at the bottom, the card reads, "The Moon." You may cast the wish spell 3 times. 1d3 times, excuse me.
You fuck.
I can do what now?
Yeah.
You fuck.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Garrett,
You're
you
smart of
fucking
that.
ass goblin dick mancer. You can
Are
cast
you
the
smart?
wish spell 1d3 times.
And
Oh.
the girl looks at you and she says, "It seems that the sisters look upon you with great reverence. You, my friend, will be blessed beyond blessed."
Roll a d6, Garrett. What do you give us?
What? It's a D3. What? Isn't it?
We don't have a d3. That's
Oh.
Roll a d6 and have it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Why don't you roll for me, Patches? It's fate.
Oh, is it? All right, let's see.
Roll a 6. Roll a 6. Do it.
That would be a 2.
Okay.
Ouch.
He still gets a wish.
Wish spell is the mightiest spell a mortal creature can cast. By simply speaking aloud, you can alter the very foundations of reality in accordance with your desires. So, fuck.
Oh, Garrett, you can fuck so much shit up.
I gotta sit on that one for a little while.
Yeah, that's fine. You can take your time with it.
I take the card and I look at her and I see like the majesty and the truth and the light. And I was expecting this kind of gimmick, but you know she dealt this card and the eyes looking back at me and I'm looking back in the eye and I see like my entire past and my future all laid out in front of me. And I'm just like looking at this and I look up to her and I'm like, Duros is real.
And she nods. She says, "And the sisters agree." And she kind of gives you a nod, and she motions to everybody else. Would any of the others of you wish to tempt the hands of the twin sisters?
Yeah. You know what? I've had my fair share of up and downs. Let's see. I'll I'll slick a card out of there.
He'll tempt those hands, bitch.
All right, you reach over and you pull a card. Okay. On the card you see, this fiery image of a giant rock flying through the sky with this burning trail behind it, and at the bottom it reads Comet. You can single-handedly defeat the next hostile monsters you encounter to gain enough experience for your next level. So whatever you defeat next, no matter what it is, you automatically level up from killing it.
Shit, yeah.
Go smash a spider.
This is,
She looks to you and she says, "The sisters look upon you as well."
Well, so it seems. I guess fate has blessed me once again.
Oh, Josh said, can't wait to listen to the session. Well, Josh, you a bitch.
Oh man, I guarantee he would have pulled one. All right. She motions to the rest of you and says, "Would any of the others of you?"
I don't believe in fate, but I'll play your game.
Okay. You reach over and pull a card. Oh shit. On the card there is this court jester, and he looks unusually familiar, almost as if you had seen him not long ago in a castle you had been to. And you get the strange vision of, you get this little voice in your ear of this weird voice, and at the bottom it reads Jester. You automatically level up, and you can draw 2 additional cards from the deck if you want.
No. I will not draw anymore.
She says, "Perhaps that is the right choice. The twin sisters look upon you with great joy."
Well, thank them for that.
And she looks to you, James, and Caleb, and Jape. She says, "And would any of the others of you wish to tempt the hands of the twin sisters?"
Sure, I love twins. Hello, I'd like to try.
Well, that's a response.
All right.
That's a Jake response.
She motions to the deck, and you draw a card. Holy shit, man! You guys are getting good.
Yeah, dickingthemdown.com.
I have never. This is wild that y'all have gotten good cards this many times in a row. I tested this earlier to make sure that like the averages were like equivalent, and they're normally not this good. You see the same card that John's character, the Comet. The next thing that you defeat will automatically level you up.
Gangster.
She motions to you and she says, "And you, it seems as though your whole party could be looked upon with great reverence. Perhaps the twin sisters have a job for you to accomplish."
Well, if you see him, give him a cuddle from me. Thank you.
She smiles and looks at and motions to the rest of you.
I know you want to.
Do it.
Do it.
I'll do it.
All right, Caleb. I thought you were gonna be the first one, honestly.
Fucking do it, you pussy.
You reach over.
Roll the dice.
You reach over and you draw a card. Jesus Christ. You, Caleb, you have the ability to erase one event from history as if it never happened.
Your own birth. Your own birth.
Unkill my dragon milf.
Power.
Unkill the dragon milf.
On the card, you see 2 women. Both of them look identical, but they're facing in 2 different directions. And behind them, one of them has a black background, and the other has a red background. You can undo the death of people. That's definitely something you can do. You just have to say it out loud, Caleb.
What about undo the birth of people?
You could do that, yeah.
Alrighty. I'm about to undo
If you unbirth me, you cunt, I will fuck you up.
I would like to undo the birth of Quineris.
What?
Quinaris.
Well, she looks at you and says, "I'm sure there is someone named Quinaris who isn't here anymore."
Oh, sweet, we did it. Nice.
Because
Let's
James'
go home.
character is named something different. Who are you trying to undo? Oh, you're talking about the god.
Yeah, Quinaris the god.
Yeah, he
Quinaris,
wasn't.
not Quinaris.
He wasn't born. He's literally infinite, backwards and forwards.
Oh,
Fuck.
well, put a stop to that then.
Well, does that make it to where I just didn't make a wish? Or
No, just
Do
wish for something else.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
You
okay.
can undo something else if you'd like.
okay.
You don't have to do it immediately. You can think about it.
All right, I'll think about it.
Remember,
I'll think about it.
if for instance something happens later on, and you wish it would be changed, you can save that and then
Yeah,
use
make a
it
note.
whenever that takes place.
Wait, I can wish for anything to be changed.
You can wish for anything that has happened in history
Okay.
to be altered.
Hitler's death. Hitler's death.
2 9/11s. Wow.
Oh my god.
My previous level up, I wish it to be level 99.
And that's not how it works.
Darn.
You can change it, but it's more about undoing the past than it is about like making it. You can erase one event from history.
All right, I'll keep that one. So
All right.
if I decide not to do anything right now, I can do it later.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
And she looks to you, James, and she says, "All of your friends seem to be greatly blessed by the twin sisters, and by Duros' own hand, it seems. What is it that you will choose?"
I'm not really sure because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be the only motherfucker that picks up a car and it says there's a snapping turtle in your fucking ass.
Disintegrate immediately.
Dude, immediately. Yeah.
Man, you can do it.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever, bitch. I'll tempt those fucking hands. Give me that shit.
All right. You say, "All right," and you slap your hand down, and you pull out the card, and on the card, it's a blue and black, almost holographic, this sheen to it, and in the center it has a picture of a key. And as you look at the picture and you read the word key at the bottom, a sword appears in your hand. This
Blade.
This is the sword. Hang on. And as soon as it hits your hand, you know exactly what it's called. You know what it does. You know how it works. It's almost as if the sword was literally created just for you.
Fire that shit up, John.
Sora.
Called Shattered Swarm.
Dude, that is pretty fucking
Bismuth.
sweet.
Yes.
I love bismuth.
And it has a really, really cool effect. And as you lift it up, the weight is almost perfect. It's balanced just right for your hand. It's wild how perfect this blade fits into your hand. And
I think that's mildly befitting a wind guy.
well, you'll also know that if you were anybody else, they wouldn't be able to wield this, because in order to wield this sword, you have to be either a wind magic user or an earth magic user. And if you are both, it doubles its damage. So, that
Damn.
yeah, so it's called Shattered Swarm. It's composed of tiny bismuth crystals that make up the whole blade, and if you turn away and you swing the blade, it almost shatters in the direction that your mind chooses it to go. And so currently it does 2d4 slashing damage, and if you choose to hit somebody at range, it has a range of 30 to 60 feet, and it does 2d6 damage to them.
Damn.
Name it the Great
I'm
Flash.
gonna need you to type all that shit out.
Yeah, I'm putting it in.
And by that I mean give it to John.
Okay, so the good thing is, there actually is a double-bladed scimitar that does 2d4 that I can base it off of
Sweet.
by default.
Well, I put it in the thing anyway, so.
Sorry, I was gone for a sec. Did anything substantial happen?
She says, thank you for showing me a group of believers who truly are chosen by the grand hand of fate. Obviously, you are all important to the weaving of the blanket of life. And she bows to you and sits back down as if,
Thank you.
Hang on, I want to see if can Josh get. I almost want to roll for Josh just in case he wants to do it. I feel like he's gonna have one.
Just do it, but don't tell us.
Okay.
Just make a note.
Just
or
in
something.
case. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I should do that. Hang on. So.
I was almost like, nah, I'm not gonna fucking do the card.
That's kind of useful. Okay.
We said don't tell us, asshole.
I mean, I didn't tell you.
Spoilers.
Gosh. Freaking idiot.
Caleb's gonna wish to undo those fucking spicy Cheetos that gave him flaming hot shits.
My poor little booty.
So if you guys are done, you're only allowed to draw one card each, and so you guys can continue on the road or whatever you want to do.
Let's get it.
All right, so
Can I slay the card lady in the glorious name of Weezy Wayne Quintorius?
if you want to attack her, you can.
I'm just fucking wanted to say it.
Kick her in the cunt.
Oh, okay. Use your wish to make those bitches give us all of the good cards.
It's not really a wish, though. He can't undo not giving us cards.
Oh, yes, but he can undo their decision to not give us all of the cards.
The deck is magical. It's not. She doesn't determine what you.
I have an idea.
It's like some card captor shit.
I want to undo the gun salesman not selling me the bow into giving me the bow.
You want to use that unbelievable power to get the bow.
Yeah, for one gun.
I just... Okay, I might not think he should use it for that, but I don't know what he should use it for.
That would just be...
That would be a badass way to use it. I mean, that's a badass bow. I don't know
if we meet a kid,
wait. He undoes a decision or an event.
An event.
Okay.
A decision can be an event.
We could change
you can
the outcome of a war.
Undo the death of the gun salesman's wife.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I do that, and he gives me the bow.
That's so good at derailing.
So he wouldn't necessarily just give you the bow just because his wife is alive. You'd still have to
You better talk to him first.
It's also her bow.
Yeah, it's not even his bow now. Now it's legitimately a living being's bow.
Okay, bring her back. Then she's easier to kill than him. Kill her for the bow. Done.
Right. Unwish her death, kidnap her, and hold her ransom for the bow. That's how this is done. That's what you do.
Just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, he and his wife are both they're about as strong as each other.
Oh my goodness, James.
She is not any less powerful.
I don't know what I want to do now. I think I want to just stick with just leaving that bitch dead. Just saying, he can get him off.
Just use it for that. I will
say this: if you did wish her back alive, it is very likely that you have a much higher chance of getting that bow.
Caleb, sit on that egg.
Just
Is all
tell
I'm
him,
saying.
you're a great wizard, and you can bring his wife back for the low cost of one bow. And he will be like, "I don't believe you," but then you fucking.
For the low cost of one
How about
blow.
this? I could get the
Jump.
whole inventory for the
Or you can
cost
change
of
the
that
fate of
one
a
wish.
You can change the whole
I
world,
can
or get
recruit
one.
him.
I want that
I
bow.
can recruit him.
Yeah, I don't think Caleb is really thinking big on this.
And how
I
does
can
it work?
recruit
Does it
him.
like? Does it
He's
instant
super
just
strong, isn't he?
like just? I want to know how it works. If
I
if
could
can.
go in there and say, "Hey, I will take that bow, and you work for us if I alive your wife."
Alive, your wife.
Well, I mean, there's a good chance that he would give you the bow for that.
And work for me. Because isn't he super freaking strong?
I don't know if he would work for you.
He could be our NPC. A
Do
little
your
bitch.
job, bitch.
Yeah, he could be our strong motherfucker.
He's pretty tough. I don't know if he would work for you though, because he's not. If his wife came back, he'd probably not be where he is. He wouldn't stick around.
Damn.
You're kind of like. It's almost like you're a level 5 Rattata demanding that Mewtwo work for you. It's.
Yeah, but Mewtwo's wife.
Yeah, Mewtwo's
But
wife.
Mewtwo's
Yeah,
wife
man.
has a sweet bow.
Yeah.
All right, James. See if you can get it.
So, are you guys going to continue on?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
And Forrest, your bleeding bouquet should be available to look now to get.
I tried to look for it a second ago. I couldn't find it. So, inventory, manage inventory, add item. Yeah, type in bleed, nothing comes up.
So you guys continue on, and you guys had a really interesting experience with this woman. So any of you who turned back, you noticed that the shop is gone. There's nothing there anymore.
God. This keeps happening.
It's
we can't enter buildings.
there's something, and you feel it isn't like, oh well, this is some kind of celestial thing. You're genuinely uncomfortable by the fact that this building no longer exists directly behind where you just were only moments before.
Yep, I got it.
Let's see. As you continue, you see occasional farms, a homestead here or there that litter the landscape over each hill. Each of them has, a little vegetable garden. There are some orchards with fruit trees. A handful of farmers tend their crops and livestock, and they wave at you, giving you friendly greetings as you pass. You eventually find that, coming up there seems to be almost like a tunnel that's carved out of these trees. This bit of kind of like a sparse forest that surrounds the road, and that's where the road leads. But there's also a secondary road that goes left. But you know that this road going forward is the one that leads to Ironhaven. You're not entirely sure about what it leads to go to the left. What do you do?
We haven't asked for directions yet, have we? Do we see anybody?
Yeah. I mean, there's a number of farmers out in their different pastures along the way.
Do any of them know of a small town nearby, roughly in between? Here and there?
He says, "Well, there's a few towns. Is there anything that you're looking for?"
Maybe a Dragonborn family.
Dragonborn family. He scratches his head. He says, I don't know if I've ever heard of a Dragonborn family that lives near here, but there's a group of guys out." He sits and scratches his chin, and he says, "Well, in Greenflower, there's that couple that she adopted a bunch of people. I don't know where they're from though. And then off in Strong Fair, there's some pretty rough folks over there." And he's just kind of like him and Han. Doesn't really fucking he's not giving you any real direct answers. He's like, I mean, I see a dragon folk every now and then, but for the most part, I don't really know about anyone in particular. he goes, if you go down this road right here, that'll lead you to that'll lead you over to Greenflower, and it's not a big town, but there's a good chance you'll find something that you're looking for. I can't say that I've ever seen any dragon folk there, but in the other places, nobody's really even there, much less having something as strange as a dragon folk around. So you can go
Well,
Green
Jape,
Flower. What is it?
Well, Jape, I think that's the best lead we've got so far. If you were interested.
Yeah.
So you have the opportunity to go left. Left will lead you to a small town called Strong Fair, and there's it's just kind of like these tiny little maybe 10 or 15 family towns. There's not really anything there at all, and most of them just sell their stuff in the city and then go back to farming. And then if you go straight, which is through the trees, through this little forest, that is what leads to Ironhaven. But before you get to Ironhaven, there is Greenflower, and then there's another town called Wolfden. And then once you pass those two, that's when you get to Ironhaven.
Well, they're on the way.
The farmer kind of, gives you a wave and then, sends you guys on your way. So do you guys want to ask him anything else before he goes? Okay. So, you guys head toward this little forest that's there, and it's kind of like this, there's sparse trees, and then it slowly kind of builds up, and you have more and more trees as you get further in. And let's see, once all of you have kind of gotten to this point where the light is beginning to be a little bit more dappled, roll me perception.
23.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
8.
James,
What am I rolling?
perception. You too, Forrest.
He's not on.
He's not on?
21.
He put in chat that he had to. Something came up and he had to hop off. He didn't want to
Oh,
interrupt story.
No big deal.
I have a quick question. It says rolled with dice of healing. What is dice of healing?
Like a skin of dice. Like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A different image. So if you don't want to have the regular dice and want it to look
Ah,
different when you roll,
bet.
you can click that.
I
What?
bet. That's cool.
James, what did you roll?
21.
And Caleb?
The
8.
gold- Yeah.
Wow. What a fucking just
Okay.
8.
All
Eight.
right. You
Motherfucker
guys,
here.
as you're walking, a few of you, anybody who, let's see who it is, Jape, John, and James, all three of you hear a bit of a rustling above you in the tree branches. Suddenly, a number of black-clad bandits jump out of the trees and land on the ground right in front of you. Caleb and Garrett, you guys are surprised, and you do not get an attack of opportunity. But Jape, John, and James, all three of you, if you choose to do so, instead of trying to talk to them, you get an attack of opportunity because you had a feeling that something was coming. Do you wish to attack them first?
That's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty.
We're attacking.
Yep.
Yeah. It's combat time, boys. Let's do some sick shit.
All right, roll me an attack. All three of you guys.
All right. I'm going to go for my dual wielding thing. So I'll do my Pride and Prejudice. 7 to hit and 14 to hit.
Hang on, shit, where is that? The 14 hits.
Okay, that one. Damage. Oh. Yeah. None of that yawning, mate. None of that yawning. Sorry if you can. It's fucking really windy here, by the way. Sorry if my window is being crazy in the background of my mic.
We don't hear any of it.
Yeah,
Good. It's fucking so loud, man. I'm out, mate. That's good.
It's crazy because it's like the middle of the fucking day for you, and it's like nighttime for us.
Yeah. It's 11:50 a.m. Nearly lunchtime.
Do you eat Vegemite, or is that just your northern neighbor?
Nah, I fucking eat it all the time. In fact, my mum just dropped off during our game. That's why I was gone like 20 minutes ago. She dropped off some Vegemite pizzas for me.
Is it really that good?
Yeah, dude. Okay, you have to grow
That
up with
shit
it.
looks
It's-
horrible, though.
I think
It's pretty
if
nasty.
you try it as a, yeah, you'd hate it. You have to grow up with it. If you grow up
Yeah.
eating it as a kid, it's so yummy. But
I've
I
tried
don't.
it. I've tried
Yeah.
it, man. It was rough.
It's very salty, isn't it?
There are very few things that I eat and want to get out of my mouth, and that was like I
None
took
of this
some of it,
slander.
and I was like, oh god, why? Oh god,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, no, it's great though. Nah. Bit of butter on the bread. Yum. Cheese. Put some
Look,
cheese.
man,
on it.
that was like 10 years ago, so who knows? Maybe it tastes good now. I don't know. I'd give it a try. I've learned. How much damage did you roll on that one that hit?
Oh, something super gay. Hang on a second. Let me check.
It's something
Oh.
super gay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. And John,
25.
that
Huh.
hits.
And because I'm level 5, I'm getting an extra attack, which is something I can do because of my class. I can attack twice with one attack,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a 22.
Dog.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep, it hits.
So first damage is 10. Second is another 10.
Solid, man.
And James.
Oh shit! Hang on. How close are we?
You're in melee combat. They dropped out of the trees and they're like right on you.
You better hit him. Hit him with that.
Can I
sword.
fucking wait, hang on. Is Thunderclap? Oh yeah, okay. Thunderclap hits everything. I'm gonna cast Thunderclap.
It hits your friends too.
Yep.
It's every creature in the range.
And everybody's standing right next to me. Fucking. I'm about to not ask how big the room is.
Oh.
Why don't you use that shiny new sword you got?
Yeah, there's multiple targets and I fucking yeah. Fine, I'll slap him with the sword.
What do you name it?
I'm just gonna keep the same name, Shattered Swarm.
Makes sense. Not like bright flatulence or something.
Bright flatulence.
It's your win, guy.
That is 13 to hit.
It hits.
We're gonna go. I have a D8 and 2D8. Is it? And then when I click it, it's something else. How much does it really do?
It's 2d4 slashing and or 2d4 for melee, and if you make a ranged attack with it, it's 2d6.
Wouldn't it just always be the 2d6 then, since that's more?
Are you doing it at ranged or are you doing it at melee?
Yeah, it depends on if it's ranged or melee.
So it just has to go over a distance to be the more
Yeah.
damage. Okay. Well, we're fucking in melee, so here we go. A whopping 4.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So as all of the bandits come down, let's see how many there are. There's 9, maybe. As they come down, you guys you're ready for their asses. I mean, immediately. One of them drops down in front of Jape, and he is just not having it. He slices once, and they move sideways. But as they move sideways, he just takes it and he just jams it in their arm, and just perfectly solid hit. Skriz, on the other hand, is just not having any of this shit. One of them drops down, and this one is a half orc, and he is, he looks like he's about to just bear down on him because he doesn't think this goblin's going to have anything to do with, he's not worried about this goblin. He's carrying this giant spear, but Skriz jumps up and just decapitates him in one go, and his head just rolls off. And as he does it, one of the other ones, this elf that dropped in front of James, turns and looks at his friend who just got murdered, and James just slices down and lops off the guy's hand, and he starts screaming. Roll initiative.
Guess what, motherfuckers? Who leveled up?
Oh
yeah.
Man, this game has just been fucking me today. 4.
24.
Oh shit.
I would love it if Caleb used his stupid wish just to undo that one roll.
No, I plan to use that one wish to.
You need to use it on something big and impactful.
Yeah, I don't think you realize what that was and what it does, Caleb. I mean, it's kind of a big deal.
I could unalive the whole squad, just end the game.
Oh, it's one event in history, not all events in history. That's too many events.
That's a 17 initiative for me.
18 for me.
4.
What was yours, John?
17. I'm putting it in chat.
Okay. And James, what's yours?
Roll this weird die. Let's see. 17.
You and John, who has the higher dex?
My modifier is a +4 for 19 total.
That would be John, because mine is a 2.
All right, give me a minute. I gotta do these bandits.
It had some 7s.
Have some 7s. You're dead. All of you, now that you're all in contact, everybody's out of the trees, and a couple people are dead. You notice that this group looks like a bunch of kind of like a ragtag group of people. They're not just randomized. They're not just they look like they're randomized. I mean, they do look randomized. They don't look cohesive at all. Everybody's kind of wearing a bunch of random shit. It's just sort of like this mess of people all around, and none of them seem like they go together with one another. And one of them, there is a furbolg, a female furbolg. There is a human. There is the half-orc got decapitated. There's the elf. There's another human. There's a tiefling. There is a dwarf. And there's a half-orc. And then there is a dragonborn that is riding a large wolf. Somehow he appears out from behind the trees. He didn't drop down as quickly. He kind of popped out when everybody else did. Make sure I have all these written down. Okay. All right. First, Garrett, you are up, my friend.
Yo, look about the worst posse I've ever seen. Who's the boss?
The one on the wolf, the dragonborn on the wolf says, "My name is Lorenzo, and it's time for you to hand over your valuables and your lives."
As soon as he said I start shooting.
So I started blasting.
So I started blasting. Roll it up.
13, 9, 11.
Yeah, they all hit.
They'll hit?
Yeah.
A 9?
Yes, a 9.
Huh. There you go, boys.
I gotta do some math. 4. Jesus. Right. Oh my god. So 28, I think. 28 damage.
Oh shit.
That response.
As soon as he starts talking, you just start blasting off, and immediately you blow his head off with your guns. I mean, immediately. He flops
Jesus.
off that wolf like he's just not even supposed to be there at all. He's very dead.
Who's next in charge?
Everybody else is just slightly terrified at this point. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
That's all I got. I back up 30 feet.
From you. All right. 2 of the bandits see that you killed their guy, and they are not happy. They
I like you.
seeing that vacuum that's been available, they decide to attack you, and so they. Let's see. The first one. What's your AC again? Pretty sure this is yours. You.
Me,
Your
15.
famous last words.
Okay. He pulls out a dagger and he swipes at you and he catches you for 1 damage. He just barely grazes your arm. Just kind of like he's trying to come after you, but it ain't working that well. And then as you move back, the other bandit takes this chance to kind of swipe at you as well.
What him knocked down?
What?
I think you boys need to rethink some things real fast.
And he tries to swipe at you with his own sword, but instead he misses you completely. You're too fast for him. Next, it is Jape.
Gasp! I'm doing that. That's my move. Gasping. What do I roll?
6 second gasp.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna stick with my my tried and true, which is my pride and prejudice. Sweet knife attack, go!
All right, roll it up.
The to hit is nat 20 plus 5.
God damn it.
Less like my dick, motherfuckers.
All right.
Do I roll damage on that first before I do the other one, or?
You can.
I'm gonna find out what that was.
Do you want to do the crit table?
I don't know. I clicked the thing and it was 6. If it's too late, I don't mind, but otherwise, I want to do the.
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
What do I click for that? Which dice?
D100. It's going to be the only one that's not lined up in the middle.
63.
3 times damage.
Gangster. And for my other one, it was 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Gangster. And 5.
And 5 damage?
Yeah.
For the second one. What was the first one? You said you rolled a 6?
So for my 21, it was a 63 on the D100.
You, the bandit that dropped in front of you, you got him in the arm, and I think it caught him off guard. And so, whenever they went to try to kind of pull back out of fear of seeing, dropping down on these people who were clearly kicking their asses, the fear that they were experiencing was overwhelming, and with it, you just shanked them right in the neck, and they just drop to the ground and bleed out.
Gangster. That's a level up for me, right? I have my magic thing from those.
Yep.
Ah!
Whoa.
All
That's right, ho! I say. That's what I say to him as he's dead. That's right, ho! In like a really exactly that voice. All right, cool.
All right. Next, it is Bandit. All right. This bandit is going to attack. Let's see. It's going to attack you, who just killed his friend. These bandits are terrified, and in their fear, they are coming after you. And he misses again. Just completely. He's just not doing it.
I'm level 6 now. Stay mad.
Let's see. Next, we have another bandit. Nope, he's dead. Never mind. Let's see. Trying to keep track of who all y'all have murdered so far. Okay, next we have... John, what did you... Oh, John, you're next.
I'm going for the closest one that is next to me.
Yeah, you have several of them. I mean, they're all like surrounding you. The Furbolg female is right by you. You can see that she is, pants shitting terrified. She is way in over her head, and she doesn't know what to do.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go for her and tell her, you should have wore those brown pants instead. Now you gotta wipe your ass with them. First attack is a... Fucking on the right page. 17.
It hits.
And a 26.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
hit.
that works.
Bonus action attack for a fucking 12.
Yep.
I just had it. There it is. Okay. First damage is 9, followed by a 10, followed by a 11. So 20. No, sorry. Sorry, 30.
So
Total.
she is wearing cloth, and she is using a stick to try to fight you guys. She is not remotely prepared. And due to that, she goes down like a sack of potatoes. I mean, she is immediately eviscerated. You slice her up like a block of cheese.
Something is terribly wrong here.
Y'all can keep this up, but I don't think you're gonna like the outcome of it.
The remaining people, let's see. There's 3 left, and they look at each other, and they say, "Please, just let us go. We weren't trying to hurt anyone. We just, and like they can't get words out. They are just like fucking terrified." Do you wish to continue kicking their asses?
I don't know who's next.
James, you are next.
It's very hard to.
What does James say?
James was about to fireball this fucking.
About to show him why he's rated E for everyone.
About to give him a little taste of the hot South, but don't really know now.
Are the wind people not merciful?
I need
Your
to
cheeks
decide a
all your
deity
veins.
for this guy because
So I've come up with a ton of deities. So if you need a deity, just let me know and we can work that out. I have a lot. There's a whole like pantheon of people that I created.
So these people are looking like they are just broke.
They look like shit. They're not like at first, when you guys saw them drop down, it looked like they were all wearing black and like or were working together. But after like a closer inspection, they look like a bunch of like hillbillies from the mountains. I mean, they're not. They're trying to survive just as much as they're trying to rob you.
I really want to roll like odds or evens on whether. Oh, Jesus, sorry. I really want to roll odds or evens on whether this character is merciful or not. But
He's angry, and a great wind is coming from him.
yeah. Fucking hell, man. I'll just yell, "Stop! Stop! What do you broke motherfuckers want?"
Like broken
Wait.
here.
Like
It smells
they
like
look-
broken here.
They look
Yeah.
at the bodies of their friends and they're just like, oh God, we were just trying to get money to be able to buy food. We weren't trying to hurt anyone. And then the other one says, what are you talking about? He just, what's his name? Shit. Lorenzo told us to kill these people and try to take their money so we could go in. Like the other person slaps him. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like he's like, please, you guys can have whatever we want. All of our stuff is right outside of these trees. This is all the things that we've taken. You guys are welcome to any of it. Just let us go, and we just want to go back. We just want to go back.
We don't want your trash. Plastic cups. Plastic paper plates.
I don't know. You might want their stuff.
Who's Lorenzo?
Lorenzo was the guy that you blew his head off.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
okay.
God!
I thought it was one tier up. Like there was a mastermind behind all this, but
No.
Can he non-lethal blow his head off?
No, you guys like these people were just like stupid asses who you just like murdered. Like, yeah, they weren't anything special by any stretch of the imagination. And now there are 3 of them. They tell you their names are Euphoria. This is the tiefling.
She's a stripper.
Jesus.
A dwarf called Branbeck, and a half orc called Pollen.
Are they yellow?
I hate pollen.
Yeah, Pollen is the one who's talking to you guys. He is like fucking scared. He is terrified of you guys. He's saying like, look, we have stuff over there. We haven't gone through it. We don't know what any of it's worth. There might be money in there. We don't know. We've just kind of been just trying. I haven't killed anybody. Lorenzo killed a few people. I haven't killed.
What the fuck?
I didn't kill anybody. We were just trying to find a way to get food. We just wanted some food, and the farmers told us we're not allowed to go in their fields to get any food. Nobody will help us.
Oh yeah, well I can show you where there's a whole lot of berries you can eat.
He's like, look, I'll take anything at this point. Please, just please just help me.
I have a berry.
If they shut the fuck up, Quintorius. Listen,
You don't have any berries. You smashed them all over your hands like a freak of nature.
And sold them.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
I've got all these $100 bills, and you just eat them back to back to back.
I'm gonna tell them, look, here's where the berries are on the map. If they only fill you up if you eat like 20 of them.
He's just like, okay. Can we go? Can I go? Can I go? Please,
Yes,
can we just leave?
maybe eat more than 20.
He's like, all right, I'll. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you. Please just don't kill us.
Oh yeah, go on. Hope your friend gets well soon.
All right. And so he gets all of his friends and they just haul ass out of there. They're just trying to get. They're just terrified. Do you guys go and search through all the crap that they found?
Fuck yeah, murdered them. That's why take their shit.
They don't have anything on them. There's nothing.
I'm going to write "get well soon" on the dead guy.
Yeah, carve it into his chest.
There's multiple dead dudes though, aren't there?
There's a bunch of dead people. You guys just destroyed these people. Yeah, I think I killed 5 people. The Furbolg is very clearly just like the most basic Furbolg. She's not like trained to fight. She's just like a regular ass Furbolg. She's just a person. I don't even, you don't know why they were even together. These people don't look like they're warriors or were even trained to fight. I think they all thought that they were going to come and, get some money from some people.
Well, that didn't happen.
Go through their sack of stuff they left.
So you guys go over to where they had pointed, and you find that there's just piles and piles of stuff, tons of clothes. You know, you find remnants of all of these caravans worth of garbage and clothes piled up everywhere, remaining containers of food, leftovers from, whatever they had found, and ashes from a fire. And against a tree, you see something that's kind of sparkling in the sunlight.
My bird eyes start to sparkle along with it.
All
Oh
right.
shit!
Hang on. You
Bird eyes sparkle along with it.
My beloved shiny stuff.
He puts it in his beak and he kind of taps it around.
Then I jump around a bunch.
Yeah.
you find, where the fuck is the picture? There it is. You find something that looks unusually familiar, especially you. Garrett, what is your character's name again? I forgot. I know you changed
Samuel.
it. Samuel.
Samuel.
Change it from that too.
What is it?
Remember? Yeah.
What is it now?
It's Holden Chambers. It's a
Holden
little fun.
Chambers. I got it. Clever. You find something that looks unusually familiar, so familiar, in fact, that you're almost uncomfortable about it. It is Spell Scribe.
What?
And
What?
next to it are a number, 20 or 30 of the shells that were taken, with little blank scrolls that were meant to be written on. And you notice that it looks identical to the one that you saw only hours before in the shop, except it is covered in blood.
Oh my.
I don't know about this bird. I don't know.
This smells cursed. It also, I have a lot of questions.
Well, I mean, it's sitting there, and other than the blood that can be wiped off, it's exactly like the one that you had seen. It's glowing blue. It's got these little bits of arcing lightning that seem to kind of go off of the blade. It's a really interesting weapon, and you find that you are drawn to it.
Oh no. I'm drawn to this weapon. I pick it up. I'm compelled.
Nothing happens. I mean, other than you getting blood on your hands, that's about it.
Oh, man.
See, I told you should have unwished that dude's wife, but nobody fucking nobody.
What would that have done, James?
He might be helping us right now. Like, we have a bard. He could have convinced
Caleb
him.
just wants to make him like his bitch.
He'd be our Mewtwo slave, like you said.
Good.
He'd just be so loyal to us because I brought him back his everything.
Well, I mean, you remember, he's the only one who's ever made that weapon. There was only ever one of them.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. If I got the homie who can make weapons and fight for us because he's like ungodly strong, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna work for you, bud.
These
Damn.
ridiculous bandits couldn't have done this. There must be something going on.
But perhaps for some berries, he might.
Omega 13 says, "Is that the weapon that we saw earlier today?"
I think so.
He comes over and he says, "Do you mind if I examine it?"
Oh, eyebrows raised.
I mean, he's a warforged wizard, so he understands how spells work, how writing spells.
Yeah. Just hope it's
So
not cursed or anything.
he's really just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, as much as you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we trust Omega 13. He's our boy.
You need that in your diet.
Yeah, and so he starts to look at it, and he kind of moves it around, looks at it this way and that, and just kind of just tries to figure out what the hell this thing is doing here of all places. And see if I can find it. He casts Identify. And he says it seems as though it is the item that we saw only hours ago. But this is a strange occurrence. Tell me, if you don't mind, have you ever experienced... No, that's too much. There's no way that you all could be.
We might be.
Could be what? You don't
He
leave me
says-
hanging here.
He says, tell me, have you ever experienced a memory twice?
Lord.
You mean kind of in the sense of like a double deja vu?
He says, perhaps. I've never experienced it myself, but I have heard, very rarely, mind you, in my travels and my long life, I have heard of those who have experienced both the past and the future as one life. And some say that time warps around them, as though they themselves were agents of the master of time himself.
I'll pull out the vial of green liquid and ask him. Well, if you
What up-
have
what up with
this
this?
kind of understanding, would you happen to know what any of this is?
He looks at it, and to his eye, it just looks like a vial of green liquid. He doesn't really know what it is, and he just says, what significance does that hold?
Well, to be honest, we all have these faint memories of being in one spot and drinking of this liquid here, and then coming to and kind of like waking up from a dream inside of a wagon and arriving at the capital.
He scratches at his chin for a moment and goes, tell me, have you drank the liquid again a second time?
I don't think any of us have.
Hmm.
We'll see about that.
He looks over and he says, was it the same amount that you dreamt of, or has it diminished at all?
The same amount that we dreamt of.
Yeah, like he's asking, is it the same amount in the flask from before you drank it as to now?
Devil's never gonna.
We did share our flasks with that guy. We all gave him a little bit.
No, well, we gave some to the weaponsmith in the town.
In retrospect, that seems like a monstrous miscalculation on our.
But I mean, it is quite possible. I don't think we drank all of it, to be honest.
He looks to you and he says, do you mind? And he points to the flask.
No, I'll uncork it here. See what you need to see.
He looks at you and he takes the flask and he says, bottoms up. He takes a swig of it. And before your eyes, as though time and space warped around him, he disappears.
Oh,
Okay. So I don't think we need to drink from this again.
Moments pass, and he reappears. And in his hand is the same flask. But he looks a bit different. He looks a little older. It's hard to tell with Warforged because, they're not made of flesh the way that the rest of you are. But he says, Skriz, I can't believe I'm finally back to you. It's taken me so long to get here. There's so much I need to talk to each of you about.
For us, it was mere moments.
He looks around and realizes that you are all still in the glade, in the opening, in the place where all the trash is. He goes, how can this be? It's been 2 years since I saw you last. And I've been searching every moment to try to refill this flask. When I reappeared where I was in another place. And each of you had been there, it seems. There was a town, Arthen. Very similar to where Enteron is now, but different. There was and he starts to kind of like grab his head as if he's in pain. He says, oh God, my memories are leaving me. There was a tavern. An orc. It's gone. And he just kind of like droops and says, all of the memories are gone. Where? What was I saying?
Well, you said you've been searching for us for 2 years. There was an orc in a tavern. You were somewhere else in Antaron, and not entirely sure where. And now you're
He
back
looks
here.
at you. He looks at you like you're a little crazy and goes, "Didn't we just fight some bandits? What are you talking about?"
Oh, no, we did do that. That's for sure. But they also had that gun that was at the gunsmith that we saw just a few hours ago.
Gunsmith. We just found this gun here. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll just look at everyone kind of...
What the
haphazardly.
fuckishly?
Yeah.
Do we have any more of this goo?
What goo?
The potion.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone
each of
does.
you has a full flask of the potion. Like y'all have,
Like a
you
leader's
all
flask.
have a full flask, and like as soon as Omega 13 realizes that he's holding it, he hands it back to you, and he's like, I don't know why I asked you for this. Sorry.
Wait, he drank my entire fucking flask, disappeared, and came back with it empty?
No. He came back with it, and it's completely full.
Oh. I was like, this motherfucker.
No, it's full. It's got enough. It's think of it like it's like a gallon of liquid. I mean, y'all have a shitload of it.
Somebody drink it all.
You're gonna drink it all?
We can
Definitely not.
unwish it if it fucks you.
That's true.
I'll take the flask back and put it in my bag.
Okay. Garrett, do you want to drink it?
Are you encouraging me to drink it?
Yes, that's a yes. Do it.
I would suggest if my suggestion is, if any of you drink the potion, you should all drink the potion.
I'm willing to drink the potion because the only thing tying me to the world was that sexy
I'll
dragon
drink
who's
it.
now a skeleton. Yeah, let's drink.
Okay.
Y'all don't want to
Bonding.
find out
At
what
least three of
exactly
us.
is first?
Fuck
What
that.
was
We'll find out when we drink it. Let's drink.
Hey, three of us will work. It's just us three. Go on
Yeah,
this
that'll
journey.
do. That'll do. Let's trip out, boys. Let's do it.
Wait. So, are y'all all not going to drink it?
We all are gonna drink it.
Okay. Do you guys give Omega 13 some to drink as well?
Does he
Hell
want
yeah.
some?
Yeah. He says, wherever you guys go, I go with you.
Sorry, I've been talking.
Oh,
I'm fucking
yes!
muted. The fuck does a robot drink?
No, he's one of the lads. He
Dude.
said, anywhere you guys go, we go. He's tripping with us. He'll do it. He'll do it. Yeah.
You know, like Pirates of the Caribbean, where Barbossa pours that shit right down his fucking skeleton. That's exactly what's going to go on, giving that motherfucker a drink.
Yeah, but think of his robot feelings. They'll be hurt if literally all the boys are drinking this wicked potion and he's like, oh, no, don't even worry. Like, he can't digest it, but maybe he just wants it to be included.
It'll
He already-
upset
Maybe.
the circuits.
He already drank some of it before, and it went into his system. So,
Oh, yeah, see, he's fucking fine. No worries. Give him some more. No worries.
all right. He
Might as well be pouring that shit on a fucking chair.
What? He's our buddy.
he pulls out an empty flask, and one of you fills.
Me, Jape is gonna give him like half of mine. Here you go, big boy. You're our robot,
I was gonna
homie.
say, let's all evenly put it in there so we all have the same even amount, so there's not any type of.
Oh, true. We don't want one guy tripping and the other guys are just kind of like lightly buzzed.
Somebody
That's
ends
right.
up in dinosaur times.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all drink together.
I guess so.
Hell yeah.
As you all drink together, you feel your bodies warp and bend, and you find yourselves falling through an infinite blackness once again, as though it were a dream. And you wake up in a clearing with a pool full of green liquid and a fire that is roaring and warm. And there, Zenthal is the first to wake up. And he looks at all of you and says, I didn't think I would see you here again. But I'm glad I'm not alone this time. Where to now? And that's where we'll end.
Hell yeah.
Living the timeline.
Gangsta.
All right. Do we need what did I give the stats for the spell gun, the spell
No, you
scriber?
didn't. Other than just the.
So you can use regular bullets with it, by the way, Garrett. So you can use it as a regular gun if you want.
Cool.
So it does 1d8 damage
You put
per hit.
2
And you have-
Dragon's Tooth.
It's 2d8 whenever you cast any spells that are electrical based. So any kind of like electricity, lightning bolt, any of that kind of stuff. Those double the damage from those spells. That's not 2d8. It's 1d8 for regular shots, and then it's as if you're casting lightning bolt through the gun. And so whatever damage you would cast, you instead double that damage.
Interesting.
You also have 26 of these small little scrolls that are blank, and you have a wizard in your party who can help you to write the spells onto the scrolls. Now, if you want to get more of the tiny scrolls, you have to find the guy, Cedric, and you have to get him to make you some more scrolls.
If he's still alive.
Cedric.
But remember, where could Cedric be in this different time? Could he perhaps be here as well? Are there any correlations between some of the other things that you saw? Perhaps the gilded goose and the gilded crane? Alrighty.
Garrett,
Well, that was
give me a
fun.
moment
Oh, yeah.
to adjust everything.